Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Pollard to return from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Baker going to throw this right away. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every... to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score. And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances. Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On third down, Mayfield. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit. And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? 1st and 10, Taylor now. And some room to maneuver. The solid stiff arm. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Slant pass, Pollard brings it in. Finding space at the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Mayfield looks to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there.
Willis takes a hit, and the ball is free. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a final return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
16, Vikings 7.
Going on fourth down. Here's Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Point it right. Okay.
They'll keep it on the ground. Briggs, and he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Vikings at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Back to Taylor on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to have 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Willis on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Willis on the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stopped. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And complete to Drake London. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Regular. Hey, alert. Hurry.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Mayfield on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Got1. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, but I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 23. Vikings 14.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 29.
Now they're talking about available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Play action, Willis. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on second and 10. Mayfield. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. From the gun, he'll hand this off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second and 2, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Vikings have come back to make it a 2-point game. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now a give to Taylor. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Boy, 192 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken out past the 30. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of down because they drop it off to him on the screen. Not So if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Willis will look to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first and 10, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Briggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. Briggs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a throw here, hold in. He'll get it inside the 20, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll run on first down. It's Briggs, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Here's Willis. He's got it complete to Waddle. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on third down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 210 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. We are inside of 1 minute, only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Willis to throw. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Willis. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing, Willis. Out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale